that's not just 100 episodes, that's 100 conversations. So it's just fascinating how your friendship must have evolved as well over the last year. So I don't know if I have any friends who I've spoken to that often, which, yeah, seems really special. I've put together 3 rounds of a quiz to test how well you guys know each other.
Dun, dun, dun.
This might be where we all fall out. You know, after this, there might not be a season 2. Can I say a really spooky thing on that? I was hanging out with my mate and we were going to see movies. And I said, we should create a movie podcast. And they were like, yeah, that's a great idea. And unfortunately, nothing ever happens, right? And then I went back to my wife and I was like, babe, I really would love to do like a podcast on the things that I'm passionate about. And I kept kind of putting that out like to the ether. This was me manifesting, right? And then literally I get a call at some point from Kev, and Kev's like, you've got a mic and stuff, right? And you love films and all this. And I was like, yeah. And he's like, we're thinking of doing like a podcast. And I was like, no ways. It's like, it's going to be about movies.
It was always going to be well, from my perspective, it was always going to be a podcast, maybe not from everyone else's, but it was Emma started everything. It was me posting things about films I liked, Emma telling me I should film myself. Then I did that. Then James contacted and saying we should do a podcast or we should just meet up and chat. And then I was like, well, no offense, but just me and James would be insane. We need someone else to anchor it a little bit. I was like, who likes films? I was like, oh, Drew does voiceover work. He's got a mic. You're a criteria. Already got the equipment.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
I think you make a nice balance. Kevin's the ultra organised. Drew's kind of the calming one. James is kind of the wild card.
Well, I will say one thing. I will say one thing though on the subject of what Emma talks about, the whole like male loneliness thing that's like going on at the moment. That is where this stemmed from my point of view. Like I was just like, I need to be occupying the mind. So reached out and then this became.
Yeah, James's way of reaching out is proper random. Like I hadn't heard from him in years, and he sent me a photo of his TV, and it was an obscure picture of a film. He was watching a film. He just took a photo during the film, and he just went, "What's this?" That's the message I got after like 6 years. Like, what's this? I was like, looking at it, goes, is that Ghostbusters? Is that like a really obscure scene of some like little minor person talking to someone else? He was like, nailed it. Didn't hear again for another year. Sent me another one.
I know how I communicate.
Those two are so good at that as well. In our little Rage Whale WhatsApp, randomly, James will do that. He'll go, name the film. And I'll be like, and then Kevin will be like, blink, and he'll get it. And I'll be like, that's it.
Rage Whale.